Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action here at Moortown. It is the English Amateur Championships and it's time for the semi-finals. We saw the ladies tee off, didn't we? We've actually caught up here with John Gough and George Mason as they're coming down 12 right now, all square they are. In fact, I think all four matches are all square at the minute. That's how close it is. It is a semi-final. We do expect that, don't we? Now we're going to stay live right to the end as well, so don't go anywhere. Get yourself comfortable, make yourself a nice little drink, get yourself a sandwich and sit down and enjoy this live coverage of the English Amateur Championship semi-final. We're going to focus on the gentlemen to start off with, the two groups. We've also got Tom Addy ahead. He was going well, he's now all square, but here they come down. We've got George Mason here and John Gough marching their way down. That was George Mason who just played that shot to the front edge of the green. Let's put the camera on the ball so you can see them coming down. So Tom Addy and Sam Bairstow going toe to toe. They are tied through 12. They're all square. George Mason, John Gough, all square. Annabell, Rudgeley, they're all square through 7, and Amelia, Williamson and Wardle, they're tied all square through 6 as well. So all four semi-finals right now are heading to a playoff. Of course, it's still early days, there's still a long way to go. Tom Addy, Sam Bairstow are just approaching the 13th green now as we speak, but this is George Mason and John Gough walking down to the 12th green here at Moortown. We've caught up, had a wonderful time. We're not going to break off now. We're going to be live right until the very end. So before we finish today, you will hear and see your finalists for the men's and women's English Amateur Championship. It's going to be played over 36 holes tomorrow. It gets underway from about 8:30 a.m. We will be live throughout the day tomorrow to bring you the coverage. And as the action starts to heat up in the day, we'll bring you once again full extended final coverage tomorrow. But before we get there, of course, there is the small matter of this semi-final matchup. John Gough and Yorkshire's very own George Mason. A little bit earlier today, George Mason came through a very close contest against Jack Dye. In fact, it was won at the 19th. Yesterday, George defeated Tom Stagg and Jack Maxey. John Gough beat Taylor Paul 3-1 a little bit earlier today. And he beat Ollie Brimfield yesterday. And Will Coxon on Friday morning. That's their path. Of course, they play 2 stroke play rounds on Tuesday and Wednesday to make the cut and qualify for the match play. Now it's match play all the way to the finish. Only 4 groups left. And that's a wonderful shot by George Mason, isn't it? He seems frustrated, but I think he should be very, very happy with that indeed. Both players very close. It's looking, oh, there you go, fantastic stuff. John Gough says, take it away. So he needs to hold this, does John? Otherwise, George Mason will win the hole. Weather has been very up and down today. It's actually quite mild again now. Dare I say it, we haven't actually seen any rain yet today. It's a complete contrast to yesterday's torrential downpour. The toughest of conditions. In fact, the men, those who made it through, had to play 36 holes, had to play the round of 32 and a round of 16 matches, whereas the girls only had to play their round of 16 matches yesterday. But of course, everybody's had to play the quarterfinals this morning. Now we're into the semi-finals. So John Gough here needs to hold this, otherwise George Mason will move to 1 up. As it stands, it's all square. And he's made it. Pressure putt, he's dealt with that, fantastic. Let's move over to 13th tee box, then we're going to cut across to 14 because that's where we'll pick up Tom Addy and Sam Bairstow. If anybody's in this area, if anybody's in the Moortown area of Leeds, it sounds like there's some sort of rave or something going on over the other side of the course. It'd be nice to know, is there some sort of fun day going on here in Leeds today? It'd be nice to hear. And that's gone right, I'm hearing. Right, we're going to turn our attention to the 14th here because we've timed this to absolute perfection, Leon. It's almost as if we meant to do this, isn't it? So the players are walking off. We're going to come down to the 14th green because actually we've got Tom Addy and Sam Bairstow coming down, about to play their approach shots into the green. Now, there's been a bit of change with the ladies as well. I can tell you that Kirsten Rudgeley has now taken the lead against Annabell Fuller. She's gone 1 up through 8. So it's Kirsten Rudgeley currently leading Annabell Fuller by 1 in the ladies' first semi-final clash. Who wants to be on telly?
I'm ready for me interview now.
Come on. No, it's deadly serious.
Oh, we?
Yeah.
What,
You not want to be on?
Yeah, I'll be on there.
You remember?
Yeah.
You remember here?
Yeah, well, what are you going to ask me?
I'm going to ask you best score around Moortown.
Oh, that's...
He's off. $73. That's all right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pitch and putt. There's a bit of a crowd here for Tom Addy, Sam Bairstow. This is the 14th. Now we can see the comments, so if you are watching this and you've got a friend or family member playing in this semi-final, do get your messages of support in. We will read them out. If we get a chance to catch up with the players, we'll read them to the players too, so please do comment below. We can see them. Or if you do want to find out more about England Golf, you can do. There is a link in the body of this broadcast. It'll take you straight through to the England Golf website. A lot of information in there. You can also get access to the leaderboard too. So we've got you can see Tom Addy walking down towards us. We caught up with him a little bit earlier. We saw him after he won his playoff a little bit earlier. He won it at the first hole. That was in the quarter-final. it was a cracking contest, wasn't it, against Craig Passmore. Craig Passmore, he had about a 3 or 4 footer to win the match, missed it, and then Tom Addy came and won it at the 19th. Tom Addy's also beaten Sam Easterbrook and Frank Kennedy and Hugh Adams as well, so going very well. Sam Bairstow, I said that were quite forced, didn't I? Sam Bairstow, he defeated Jack Bigham a little bit earlier today. He's also defeated Josh Hill in this process. He's also beaten Harvey Byers as well, and Max Hopkins on Thursday. So that's been their route to the semi-finals of the English Amateur Championship. They're all square. Yes, they're all square as they come down. Tom Addy in the blue top. Sam Bairstow decked out in white. Still a bit of work to do for Tom Addy from there, isn't there? This is Sam Bairstow. It's just going to fall a little bit short. He's giving himself a good opportunity here. From Tom Addy. Sam Bairstow a lot closer. He'll be looking to take the hole. And he's missed it. And it's rolled on a little bit as well. It's a big opportunity for Sam Bairstow here to go one up at 14. just tuning in. Hello, Sam Bairstow in the white, Tom Addy in the blue. And he makes it. Fantastic stuff. And it looks like Sam Bairstow goes one up as we head to 15 in this English Amateur Championship semi-final here at Moortown. Let's walk our way over to the 15th tee box. Whilst we do that, let's just pop the leaderboard up onto the screen for you so you can actually see how things are currently panning out. As we do that, the sun has just really started to come out as well. It's actually quite glorious now. So we'll just cycle through the 4 matches currently in play for you to see how things are standing in this match and in others as well. We do have George Mason and John Gough just behind this group. Okay, let's bring that leaderboard down now. Here is Tom Addy on the tee. And I can tell you, John Gough is also one up against George Mason as well. We're going to walk down with this group and follow them right to the end. So good stuff indeed. Who do we think's going to win? Do comment below. It's Sam Bairstow versus Tom Addy. Sam Bairstow is one up as we've just teed off at the 15th as well. A lot of action, all the games, all 4 semi-finals, very finely poised indeed. So we're going to walk down, but whilst we do, I think we might take the advantage to pop that leaderboard up onto the screen for you so you can see how the other groups are going. Caught up with George Mason at the very start of this broadcast, didn't we? He's going toe-to-toe with John Gough, and it's John Gough who currently leads the way in that match. He's one up. Actually, over at 10, I can see we've got Annabell Fuller and Kirsten Rudgeley at 10. Kirsten Rudgeley one up in that match. Not too far behind will be Belle Ward and Amelia Williamson. That game nicely finely poised as well. Like I said, we're going to bring you live coverage, extended semi-final right until the end as we wait to see who is going to make it through to tomorrow's final. It's great stuff, it's exciting stuff, it's tense as well, isn't it? It really, really is. We're going to make our way actually up to the green, I think. Thank you. Cheers. So we'll just potter along as we go. We might even catch a second shot. So let's get ourselves up to the 15th green to see how this game is going. So it is advantage Sam Bairstow in the very first semi-final match of the English Amateur Championship here live at Moortown. We're in Leeds, we're north of Leeds, we're on the Harrogate Road If you've ever played Moortown, do tell us how did you get on? What was it like to play? We had treacherous conditions yesterday. All it did was rain, rain, rain. So I'm just seeing what is Sam trying to get. God, he's going to just jump. Sam Bairstow in front of us, he's just jumping over a ditch. We're going to get past him because I think he probably won't thank me for saying, but I think he's just having a quick call of nature. So let's get out of the way. This is the very best of live golf, isn't it? We're right in the heart of the action here, so we'll quickly move away from Sam and let him be able to concentrate on the next few rounds rather than needing to go to the toilet. Well, let's keep that. Yeah, let's keep it up. So probably not a huge amount of fun watching us just driving a buggy, but there we go. Right, we're almost in position now. Actually, we're going to catch the approach shots into the 15th, isn't it? The 15th here. And just as I take my jacket off, it starts to get cloudy again and the sun disappears. It's typical, isn't it? Yesterday, if you tuned in for our live coverage, do go back and watch some of it because, my word, it did not stop. It was torrential rain. The course held up incredibly well, though, and we had no issue in getting everybody through. For the men, it was the round of 32, and the round of 16 for the ladies. It was the round of 16 matches today. This morning, the quarterfinals were played. We were live for that. Do go back and watch them if you get a moment, but not right now. Stick here because this is the semi-finals of the English Amateur Championship live here at Moortown. So we've got Tom, Addy. The ball's nice. Oh, it's just clipped the tree, hasn't it? It's just clipped that tree and it's just taken all momentum off it and dropped it well short of where I think he was hoping it to go. So it is advantage. Sam Bairstow here, he's already 1 up. Can he get it to 2 up? Let's see if he can put it close. There's going to be a lot of pressure on Tom, Addy. Sam Bairstow, left-hander. In it comes. Is it gone a bit long? He's going to try and get a bit of kickback. And he doesn't quite get it, does he? He has run short off the back of the green. The pin is cut tightly to the back as well. He's considerably closer, but I think that's going to have to be a chip in from there, isn't it? The grass isn't quite short enough, I think, to get enough roll out to use the putter. As we said before, we can see the comments, so do comment below. We do want to hear from you. Tell us who you think is going to get the job done here. Who do you think is going to win the final tomorrow as well? We've got 8 players in total left. Only 2 will have a men's and women's English Amateur Champion tomorrow. It will be revealed and you will see it all live. You'll hear from the players before anybody else. So this will be both players' third shot here. It's the par 4 15 here at Moortown. It is a slight advantage to Sam Bairstow. This is Tom Addy in the blue top, if you're just tuning in. Oh my word. Well, said it was slight advantage. That was a wonderful shot by Tom Addy, and now the pressure has been shifted back to Sam Bairstow, who's got a very tricky downhill chip, it looks like, so he's going to have to watch this one. It's what we love about the game, isn't it? It chops and changes so quickly, it really does. The sun does come back. The sun's back out. How nice. It's a very good shot too, but it's amazing how it twists and turns, doesn't it? Suddenly, the advantage is back to Tom Addy. So pressure putt here for Sam Bairstow. He's got to assume that Tom's going to make that putt. So really, he's got to make this. If he doesn't, we will go back to all square. Missed it. Oh, so Tom Addy to win the hole and take him back to all square. And he sinks it, so there we go. Tom Addy takes it back to all square. Sam Bairstow versus Tom Addy, all square now as we head to 16. Let's get ourselves round there. I'm going to take the buggy up there, Leon. I'll meet you around there. Pop the just whilst the players will see how things are. Final 2 matches for the girls and 2 matches for the boys, of course. George Mason and John Gough just behind this group. We'll catch up with them once this game has finished. We're going to stick with it right to the very end. So it's Tom Addy with the honour of going first. Here we are at 16. lovely shot, isn't it? Arrow straight, long iron in hand. Right, so let's get ourselves down the 16th and follow this group. We're going to head straight actually to the green, just like we did before. Let's pop the leaderboard back up onto the screen so people can just have a quick look how things are currently getting on. The other matches in play. Talk me through it, Elaine. Everywhere, isn't it? The game between George Mason and John Gough. We're going to catch up with that one shortly as well. That's proving to be an absolute cracker. It swings and roundabouts in that one, isn't it? It really is. So apologies about the noise here. We are just driving down the path to get to the green as quickly as we possibly can in the buggy to make sure we don't miss any of the action for you. Yesterday we came down to 16 and we saw 5 girls take the win. That was quite something. We'll catch up with that a little bit later. We're almost in position now, so thank you for sticking around with us. Don't go anywhere. It is the semi-final of the English Amateur Championship. This is the semi-final live extended coverage. We're not going to break off. We're going to be live until the very end, so do stick with us. I hope you're enjoying the coverage wherever you're watching from. There we go. We have arrived now at the 16th green. They can bring the leaderboard down now, almost as if by magic. Here we are. So it's another par 4, the 16th here. Then we move on to a par 3. So whatever happens, we will definitely 100% be going to 17. And it's a lovely little par 3. We've seen a lot of action over the course of the English Amateur Championship. This is day 5. Can you believe that? Tuesday and Wednesday it was stroke play. Then there was a cut to determine who made it through to the match play events. So we had the first round of match play games on Thursday. Then yesterday, on Friday, for the men, we had both the round of 32 and round of 16 matches. For the ladies, we just had the round of 16 games. Then today, this morning, we had the quarter-final matchups, and now we come to the semi-finals. It's really shaping up very nicely indeed here at Moortown. Tomorrow is going to be an absolute cracker. The final will be played over 36 holes, and we will be live for that final too. Now I can tell you John Gough is now 2 up against George Mason through 14. They're on 15, just behind where we have just finished up. And John Gough at the minute is taking it home, but there's still quite a lot to go. Kirsten Rudgeley, she's now 2 up against Annabell Fuller on the 12th. And Amelia Williamson is 2 up through 9 against Wardle. Wardle knocked out Emily Price, the defending champion, in the first round of match play games. That was deemed as a bit of a shock, but it's clearly not now, is it? Bell, clearly a very, very talented player. What a shot this is. Oh. That was Tom Addy, and that was something quite special, wasn't it? So could he about to go 1 up in this match? It was only 2 holes ago. He was 1 down against Sam Bairstow. He levelled it at the last hole, and he's got a golden opportunity to go 1 up. He needs to sink that, and of course he needs to hope that Sam Bairstow does not sink his putt. But Sam has a lengthy, long one to put away there. If he can't get it done, of course, a golden opportunity for Tom Addy. Wow. That was an absolute cracker. One of the best shots we've seen at a tournament. Under pressure, you can't imagine the severe pressure these players are faced with right now. There's no second chances in match play, is there? You can't come back tomorrow if you don't win. I'm pleased to have a few comments coming in. Dean Trigger's commented, members at John DeLuc Country Club all supporting the young hero Tom Addy. Sue Thompson cheering for the West Aussies. And Dean Trigger, absolutely, that's correct. And a great shot onto 16, Tom Addy. Absolutely, Dean. Tom Botica, let's go, Addy. Stumper Rudy. Do get your comments in. We can see them below. Get your message of support in for all of the players in this semi-final. Tom Addy getting a lot of love on social media. Any Sam Bairstow fans out there, comment below. We want to hear from you. Now this is important. These two are all square, but Tom Addy is less than 2 feet from the hole. It was a good putt though by Sam, wasn't it? It really was. Under normal conditions we'd be applauding that, saying how wonderful it was. Tom tells him to take it away, and here is Tom Addy's golden opportunity to go one up in this match as we head to 17. And he's made it. Tom Addy goes one up with just 2 to play, so he can get the job done here at 17. Let's stick with this group and find out. It's been a lot of love on social for you, Tom. So we move on to 17, the par 3. Probably just going to have to leave the buggy there for now. It's a stream of people following. It's lovely to see. It really is. It has a major feel to it. It really does. Right. Safely on the green from Tom. Oh my word, what a shot. Unbelievable. Chop and change this, isn't it? So, big opportunity for Sam Bairstow to bite right back. Now, we are going to head up shortly. However, we're just going to stick around at 16 because, very importantly, John Gough and George Mason are coming down behind us. Please don't worry, we will catch back up with this group very, very soon. But John Gough is 3 up against George Mason as they're coming down to 16. So if he halves this hole, John Gough will be our first English Amateur Championship finalist. Now, as soon as we find out what's happened here, we'll move on and catch up with the group ahead. So please don't go anywhere. Do stick with it. We're now catching up with George Mason and John Gough. John Gough is 3 up in this match as they come down to 16. It's quite simple. If George Mason doesn't win the hole, he will be out, and John Gough will be coming back tomorrow to play either Tom Addy or Sam Bairstow in the final. So elsewhere on the course, Kirsten Rudgeley, she is 2 up through 11. Amelia Williamson, she's now 3 up through 10 as well. Is that how things are shaping up? There's still a lot of golf to be played though. It's far from over yet. Oh, that's a great shot. And it was by John Gough as well. Oh, lovely shot though by George Mason. Matches him, doesn't he? He really does. Whilst they walk towards us, Leon, I don't know if you could just turn around. I don't know how much, whether we can zoom in onto the 17th green. I might be asking a lot, but there they are, Sam Bairstow and Tom Addy. You just see them through the trees there. Synchronised kneeling down there. So Tom Addy really needs to hold this, doesn't he? He's 1 up at the minute, but Sam Bairstow struck an absolute golden shot from the tee. Now, I can't actually see it, so, but I didn't see a sudden burst round of applause. He picks it up, so Sam says, take it away. So here we go. this is Bairstow to take things back all square in his match with Tom Addy as they head to 18. We'll catch up with that group very, very shortly. We do have John Gough and George Mason behind us. Let's just see if Sam can... No, stay here, stay here. No, go back. Let's see if Sam can hold this. He hasn't.
Body language says it all.
Yes, there's no round of applause, so it looks like Tom Addy heads to 18. 1 up still, and here we go. This could be it. John Gough in the black, George Mason wearing the blue top. All John Gough needs to do here is halve the hole, and he will be heading to tomorrow's final. Plays out at Stoke Park. And he's put it away. Fantastic stuff. Congratulations to John Gough. But wonderful, wonderful week from George Mason. Yorkshire's own, isn't he? He really is. But it is John Gough into the final of the English Amateur Championship. Let's just let him shake a few hands and then let's go grab a word with him. John, if we... sorry, you go. So, John, right, I'm going to say this, okay? Just soak this in.
Yeah.
You're in the final of the English Amateur Championship. How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels good. The good golf is paying off today. Yesterday I had a bit of a grind. Today it was a lot more solid, so I enjoyed it a lot more stress-free. Callum is speechless for the words of him.
Come on, Callum. Come on, son. Come over here, mate.
He's the key to my success this week, I reckon.
There you go. You're the key to the success. How are you feeling?
I'm not surprised. Yeah, I think I am the key. So.
I love that. I just realised what you said. Look, you've got to come back, of course, to it. You've played a lot of golf so far. How do you stay so mentally strong through all of this?
It's just a grind, really. It's like you got to play every hole as it comes and make sure you don't get too caught up in the score. Like, started off this round, I was 2 down through 3, and obviously not an ideal situation, but there's so much golf ahead, especially with the wind picking up and the course playing and stuff as it is. It's still all out there.
Bit of sun though now, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful now.
Nice.
It's a different day to yesterday.
Well, look, guys, we will be seeing you both tomorrow. Congratulations, John Gough, the English Amateur finalist. There we go. Let's head on. We've got to go catch up, haven't we, with Sam Bairstow. There is, by the way, George Mason. We've got to give him a special mention. Incredible golf all throughout the week. A very proud dad there as well. And very sporting as well. So let's get ourselves back up to Tom Addy and Sam Bairstow show. It's Tom Addy who was teeing off at 18, still 1 up. So we're going to grab the bogey, we're going to march our way up there. Let's pop the live leaderboard up onto the screen for you as well. Now, don't forget, we haven't forgotten the ladies, of course. We're going to catch up with them very shortly. So can Tom Addy, if he halves 18, he will be in the final at the minute. One thing we definitely know is John Gough will be coming back tomorrow to take his place in the Men's English Amateur Championship final. Now, 16's been a lucky hole for us, actually. That's about 6 players now we've caught there, match winners. Again, forgive the noise, we're just driving the buggy along to try and catch up. They're marching themselves up 18 now, as we can see. The pace of play has been pretty impressive today as well, I have to say. You get on the back if you want. Get back on the path because this is a lot bumpier than I thought it was going to be. A stream of people walking up 18. It's a wonderful atmosphere. It's a major atmosphere here, and the sun has decided to play its part today. We had miserable torrential rain yesterday, but not today. It's sunny. It's glorious out here. What a day to play golf. If you are in the local area, come down as well. Come on down. Come to the club, have a nice drink. Come watch the action, it's incredible. So, 4 matches started this semi-final. 1 has now been settled. If Tom Addy can just halve this hole, he will be in the final. What can Sam Bairstow do? So I believe this will be both players' second shots. Sam Bairstow over there on the right. Right, let's take the leaderboard down. We've come back to this group at a wonderful time. Here is it going to be Tom? It is going to be Tom Addy. This will be second shot into the par 4 18th. He's got a little bit of a kickback onto the green, so pressure on Sam Bairstow over on the right now. He's really going to have to put this close, isn't he? He's asked a question of Sam. Let's just move forward a little bit, shall we, Liam? Yeah. There we go, got a clear shot. Sorry. Sharp break on the buggy. So here's Sam Bairstow, he needs to put it close. It's up in the air. It's a good shot, but there's a lot of work to do from there. One would sense that if Tom Addy can just 2-putt from where he is, he will be heading into tomorrow's final. Look at all the people coming through. It's absolutely lovely to see, isn't it? It really is. We're going to slowly make our way up to the 18th green here. Of course, we've seen a few players win their matches here as well. We've also seen quite a few games go to playoffs. In fact, Tom Addy's quarter-final match against Craig Passmore, that went to a player that looked like Craig was going to get the job done here at 18, but he missed, and it allowed Tom Addy a respite, and he took advantage at the very first playoff hole. Don't forget, we will catch up with the ladies as soon as this finishes as well, although they are shaping up and coming home, aren't they? Although big bit of change. Williamson, she's 3 up through 10, but Kirsten Rudgeley's dropped back to 1 up now through 12. Well, whatever happens from here, one thing we can definitely say is that both these players have played some exemplary golf this week. There is absolutely no shame in getting to the semi-final of the English Amateur Championship. Of course, to come this close, you just want to get a little bit further, don't you? So Bairstow to go first. Oh, it's a good shot though by Sam. And he doesn't even ask the question of him. Wonderful sportsmanship there from Sam Bairstow. And it is Tom Addy into the final. Let's let him go see Mum first. Go on, Tom, go see family. There goes Sam Bairstow. Look at this, lovely stuff. It really is. There is Tom Addy. He's into the final of the English Amateur Championship. He will be coming back tomorrow to take on John Gough. Tom, come here a second and just listen to this now. I spoke to you a little bit earlier, of course, after your quarter-final match. Listen to this now. You're in the final of the English Amateur Championship. How good does that sound?
Still nervous, I think.
Now, we've had a lot of love on social media for you, a lot of people from your club as well. Have you got a message for everybody back home?
How's the weather there? If you look behind, it's pretty good.
Look, congratulations, of course. You've played so much golf, haven't you, over the last few days? You've got to do it one more time. Congratulations. Go on. Relax, get yourself ready. Congratulations, Tom Addy there. He's into the final of the English Amateur Championship. Right, that's it for the men. They're actually done in 2 tomorrow. It's John Gough versus Tom Addy in tomorrow's final. It's going to be an absolute cracker. We're going to be live for that. We're not finished now, though. We've got the ladies to catch up with as well. Let's go back to the buggy and get back out onto the course, shall we, and find more action. Now, whilst we go find where the ladies are, if we can. Any ladies watching this and thinking about getting into golf or want to get into golf next month in August, there is actually a very special Women in Golf a few days coming up. We've got some information about it now in a lovely little video. So Elaine, if we could roll the Women in Golf VT.
And now I've started, I've got the bug now. I mean, who knew? I've just been hitting so many balls and I'm so determined to just crack it now.
I'm really enjoying the golf journey. The kids come to the driving range with me and probably for the first time and maybe the last time, they think I'm cool because I can smack a ball and it goes really far.
I've seen some amazing places, all playing a game that I absolutely love. So, you know, golf owes me absolutely nothing. I owe golf everything. Doesn't matter how old you are, you can get out there and have fun, and that's what I've done all these years.
I'm really passionate about getting more women and girls into the game. I just think that it really is a game for everyone.
My husband initially said I wouldn't be able to play, and I proved him wrong. My handicap is lower than his.
It's hypnotic, it's great, so you just want to keep going, so I've really enjoyed it.
If you want to do it, just jump right into it. You don't have to be judged by what gender or what age. It's just that if you want to do it, you can do it.
Right, welcome back. We're still just trying to catch up with the ladies groups. I believe Annabell, Fuller and Kirsten, Rudgeley, I think they're on 13 at the minute, so we're just going to head back up the course for that. Now, whilst we do that, actually, we had the pleasure of catching up with England Golf COO Richard Flint as well, and here's what he had to say.
Another typical English summer's day, but we're at the English Amateur Championship. There's lots of great golf being played out there. It's great to see, isn't it?
Great to be here, Ian. Two great courses over the week, the finest men and women amateur golfers that we have competing over 2 great courses. We did this at Wardle Spa last year. There's obviously a reason why we did it with the pandemic, but obviously on the strength of what happened last year, we've built on it, and it's great to be here to watch these golfers over these courses.
And it follows on from the English Under-18 Championship, which was mixed, playing for the one trophy, but just having the men and women on site, it's good to see, isn't it? It looks right.
Absolutely. It's part of what England Golf wants to do in terms of making the sport more inclusive, more accessible and more affordable, and having both men and women competing over the same course. Farnham Under-18s was a fantastic event, Under-18s, and really showed how good it can happen in terms of mixed events. But obviously here today with the Amateur Championships and over the course of the week, we've seen some great golf already. Weather conditions haven't been great. Yesterday was really windy, even made my hair windswept, but really hope that we get a good weekend of golf for the match play side of things.
And we must also mention Headingley, who hosted the stroke play the first 2 days along with Moortown. The first time they've hosted an England golf event, but it was a real success at Headingley.
Both Moortown and Headingley have been incredible. The volunteers coming out to support these events are fantastic. Clearly they can't play golf this week, but they've really come out to support the events. And again, just seeing the commitment and dedication the volunteers have to support the best golfers playing over their courses is fantastic. So we really appreciate the support of both clubs. And also a quick shout out to our championship team. James, championship director, and the rest of the team this week have been unbelievable. Commitment, dedication, and really putting on a fantastic event.
It's a huge undertaking, isn't it, to put on an event like this? People think, you know, players just turn up and play, but the strategy and planning that goes into this goes on months and months in advance.
If not years, Ian, to be honest, the preparation years in advance in terms of planning and the team's hard work, obviously working with the club to make the event what it is, also working with the volunteers and the local community where we can, and obviously making sure that the players, the volunteers and everyone that comes across the week have a great time, watch some great golf, and hopefully at the weekend we get 2 great champions.
Now, a huge part of England golf strategy is for club golfers, for ordinary golfers, for handicap golfers, but there's also a place for the elite amateur, and a week like this just showcases the talent that is available in England just now.
Absolutely, we've got some of the best players playing across these 2 courses. 1 or 2 of them obviously played in the Open Championship a couple of weeks ago, so it just shows the quality on display. And again, if people are in the local area and want to see some great golf, why not come down and have a look at these golfers in action?
Does it make you want to get the clubs out and have a go yourself?
I don't think I'm quite good enough to compete with these players, but I'd love to do it at some point for sure.
But it's going to be a terrific weekend as we get down to the nitty gritty, isn't it? With the final groups going out this afternoon in the last 32, and then the weekend, the finals, 36-hole finals on Sunday.
Absolutely, just the culmination of the week. I mean, obviously it was stroke play at the start of the week, 36 holes, and some great scores over 2 great courses in difficult and challenging conditions. But match play is really where it gets down to in terms of that nitty gritty as you talk about, and you know, we may even end up going to go to the 19th hole or beyond. It could be that close at the weekend.
Yeah, look forward to the weekend's action. Thanks very much, Richard.
Thanks, Ian.
Right, hello everybody, welcome back. You catch up with us right now back at the 14th. Here we are with Annabell Fuller and Kirsten Rudgeley. Kirsten is 2 up at the minute as it stands. Right, let's take that leaderboard down now. We're back at action with the girls. It's going to be Annabell Fuller to line up her part. I think Kirsten might have finished, so we'll see what the lay of the land is like very shortly. We're not sure where they are really with this one. She's missed a part now, I have a feeling. Does that take... Does that take Kirsten to 3 up? And it does, yes, confirmation from the referee. Kirsten Rudgeley moves to 3 up as we stand on the 15th tee here. Here is Annabell Fuller on the tee. There we go, on we go. So we will stick with this group all the way down. Whilst we walk down, let's just put that leaderboard back up onto the screen whilst we just jump in the buggy, make our way back up to the green, just like we did actually with the gentlemen as well. We are running all of this off one camera, so we do hope you're enjoying the coverage so far. Thanks for sticking with us. It's really shaping up, isn't it? So we have the men's final lined up for tomorrow. It is John Gough versus Tom Addy in the men's final. Who's it going to be in the women's final? At the minute, if Kirsten Rudgeley wins this hole, she will book a spot in tomorrow's final. Remember, it's over 36 holes, and we will be live for that too. Get it in your diary tomorrow. In fact, block the entire of tomorrow off is my advice. Stock up the fridge full of drinks, and why not have an English Amateur Championship party at home? That's what I suggest. We are broadcasting on YouTube and Twitch and Twitter and LinkedIn, obviously Facebook. So if you do want to pop it on the telly, you can do. Just sync it straight up to your TV, watch it on the big screen, or why not? It's going to be a cracking final day tomorrow, and we'll be live for it. Players are just making their way up. We're just going to dip ourselves up to a bit of cross-country driving here. Feels longer than it is actually, the 15th here at Moortown. It is a par 4. Let's keep that leaderboard on the screen so we can see how things are getting on as well. Of course, with Amelia Williamson and Belle Wardle there, not too far behind this group. We'll catch up with them shortly as well. We did see him tee off a little bit earlier. We also had the pleasure of being joined by junior golfer and England Golf Junior Ambassador Kai Williams. That was a treat. Go back and watch that. He joined us on the mic actually for Annabell and Kirsten's first hole in this semi-final. That's a little bit earlier. Do go back and check it out. It's well worth a watch. The future of golf is very, very bright indeed, isn't it? So here we are. We've made our way up. Thanks for sticking with us. We do really appreciate it, I'm sure. Let's pop the leaderboard down because, as you can see, there's a wave of people joining us as well. It's lovely to see a lot of spectators still here. There's only 2 groups left out on the course. The men have finished. John Gough and Tom Addy will make up the Men's English Amateur Championship final tomorrow. So who's it going to be in the ladies? Do comment below. Get your messages of support in. Now this is it Kirsten to go first? It is going to be Kirsten to go first. She's over on the right. Is she in that long grass? and it's dropped into the bunker in front of the green. It just, you might have heard it, I don't know if you did hear it, just clipped the tree, might have just taken a bit of momentum off the ball, and it's dropped into the bunker. So is this a chance for Annabell? We are on the 15th here. So Kirsten Rudgeley is currently 3 up with 4 to go, including this hole, of course. And I'm just reading through the messages, actually. Thanks for sending it in, by the way. So Sue Thompson, Dagmar Anna, Dean Trigg. I'm assuming then Kirsten plays out a Jean de Loop as well. That would be something, wouldn't it? We could have a Jean de Loop, all, well, 2 players in the final. Mind you, that's a great shot by Annabell Fuller there. She's put a little bit of pressure on. The ball's just rolling away just a little bit. But it is advantage to Annabell on this hole, but only slightly. We know Kirsten has got some serious skills, and we've seen 1 or 2 chip-ins throughout the course of this tournament. Now for Kirsten would be a great time to do it, and if she wins this hole, she will win this match and move on to the final. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, there's still work to do. She's 3 up, she's got a nice cushion, but you've got to take it home yet. It's a good shot, but it's a little bit short from Kirsten, isn't it? This could be the opportunity Annabell needs. She really needs to win this hole, doesn't she? Even if she does win the hole, it's still going to be a big advantage to Kirsten, but she needs to keep herself in the game. So here is Annabell Fuller to win the hole. Oh, and she gives it back to her. Fantastic stuff. Now Kirsten, she can halve this if she holds this. She really does need to hold this. Well, she doesn't need to. She'll head to 16. 2 up if she doesn't. So it won't be disastrous, but she's a competitor, isn't she? She'll want this to drop in. So whatever happens here, we will be heading to 16. Okay, so Annabell Fuller gets 1 back and she goes. It's Kirsten though, is 2 up with 3 to play. as we head to 16 now. Annabell for let's go first. Par 4, 16th now. It's a good shot from Annabell. Here is Kirsten. Right, there we go. I'm going to pick Lou and the cameraman up. We're going to drive down. Let's pop that leaderboard up onto the screen for the ladies so we can just see how Amelia is getting on as well in her game against Belle Wardle. So Amelia, Williamson and Belle Wardle going very well indeed. Belle Wardle, of course, upset the odds in the very first match play game to beat defending champion Emily Price. And off we go. We're going to get ourselves... So Amelia 2 up through 13. So we're going to get ourselves down to the 16th green, just like before. Now this match can be won now. Kind of Kirsten wins the hole, she will win the match. Very, very well placed together, I have to say. Both comfortably on the fairway. So now it comes down to a bit of wedge play. Of course, if they halve this hole, we will go to 17. Bringing you live extended coverage of the semi-final. As we said, we're going to be live right until the very end right now. As soon as this match has finished, we're going to catch up with Amelia, Williamson and Belle Wardle to see how they finish up here at the English Amateur Championships. A wonderful sight, isn't it? Look at that. The course looks absolutely resplendent, lush green from all the rain we've had over the last week or so, especially yesterday. It was torrential rain all day. We got very, very wet indeed. I've had my waterproof jacket with me on for most of the tournament. Delighted to say I've been able to take it down take it off right now because the sun is shining. It's looking like there's a few daunting clouds at the back though, but hopefully we might be done before the rain comes. So this will be both players' second shot here at the par 4 16th. 2 up is Kirsten Rudgeley with 3 to go. Right. It is a good line, and it's a great shot by Annabell Fuller there. It's just going to trickle off to the back. Despite all the rain we've had, the greens are very, very quick. What a shot that is. Fantastic stuff from Kirsten Rudgeley. That was a great shot, wasn't it? And that, who knows, could be to win this semi-final clash. We will know because Annabell will go first. And if she doesn't sink it, then Kirsten does have a chance to win with that putt. Don't go anywhere, stick with this. If not, of course, it's you would probably have to say at worst it's going to be a tie, and she'll move to 17, 2 up with just 2 to play. It's par 3. Could that be where this match is going to be settled? Well, the day is starting to draw to a close, but what a day we have had. The quarter-final matches, the semi-final matches, and tomorrow, of course, we've got the final live and exclusive. It's going to be very excited indeed. You will see the winners, you will hear from them, you will see them. You will hear from them first before anybody else, just like we've been doing. We're grabbing the players literally on the green and talking to them for a live, immediate player reaction. Here comes Kirsten, and she probably would never admit it, but must be smiling inside after that shot. So could this be the moment? The wind has just really started to pick up as well. Could this be the moment we get our first female into tomorrow's final? As it stands, Rudgeley is 2 up. It was a good shot though. So this is to win the match now for Kirsten Rudgeley. Can she do it? Can she book a spot in the final? Just as it looks like the weather is just starting to change here. The wind is howling now. If she makes this, she wins the match. Oh, and it's just short by the deftest of amounts. But of course, a little bit of pressure here because Annabell now has to make this. If she does, we move to 17. And she does, so we go on to 17. Kirsten Rudgeley still 2 up with just 2 to play. A lot of spectators here as well. It's really nice to see. I've said it once or twice today, but it really is. It's a big tournament here for Moortown. Of course, they hosted the Ryder Cup in 1929 and they hosted European Tour events. The Car Care Invitational it was. Nick Faldo was a winner here. So here we go, we move to 17 and it's quite simple. If Annabell Fuller does not win this hole, then Kirsten Rudgeley will make it through to tomorrow's final. Great shot by Annabell Fuller. She's asked a question here. She great stuff. An appreciative round of applause from the crowd. That's a nice shot as well. The line looks good. Hold, and it is on the green there, so slight advantage to Annabell Fuller here. Excuse me. So we're going to make our way to the 17th green, and what a semi-final this is proving to be, isn't it? If you are just tuning in, hello and welcome. It's quite simple. What is going to happen here? Kirsten Rudgeley is 2 up with 2 to play. Annabell Fuller, though, is closer to the flag. Could she pull one back? Kirsten only needs to halve the hole, but Annabell has a great chance here again to maybe pull it back and send us up to 18. Thank you to everybody for getting your messages of support in. We've seen a lot of social media. We are aware we can see them all, so thank you. Keep them coming in as well. So Kirsten Rudgeley to win it and make the final. It's just a bit short, but it's close. It's a great shot, it really is. And she tells her to, tells her to take it away. So Annabell Fuller has to make this putt. If she doesn't, Kirsten will be progressing to tomorrow's final. And she makes it. So we head to 18. Liam, if you head to the 18th tee box, I'm going to grab the buggy. And Annabell Fuller stays in the game. I've got to just leg it back now and go get the buggy. Whilst we go to 8. Right, everybody, welcome back. Good. I just had to go pick the buggy up, so here we come up to 18. Let's pop the leaderboard up onto the screen so we can see what's going on behind us as well. Elaine, if you could just let me know. Amelia, Williams and Bell Wardle. I did just see them actually. They are on coming down the 16th fairway right now as we speak. So what about this match? This is quite something, isn't it? And it seems behind us as well. So keep the leaderboard up because we're just going to dip up to the 18th green here. Catch this. Can Kirsten get the job done now? She only needs to halve a hole. It's all she's got to do and she'll win the match. And will we go to a playoff? Annabell Fuller, not so long back, was 3 down. Now Kirsten, she's pulled 2 holes back. Now she's only 1 down with Kirsten 1 up. So exciting stuff indeed. Is it going to go all the way? Is it going to go to a playoff? Annabell's done an incredible job to keep herself in this. But at the minute, it is still advantage Kirsten Rudgeley. Well, there with us as we just make our way. We're going to suddenly appear back at the top of the 18th. So there we go. Thanks for sticking with us, everybody. We just march our way around here, don't we? So again, it's still advantage Kirsten Rudgeley. She's now 1 up. 2 holes ago she was 3 up, but all she needs to do is halve this hole. I think they're just trying to work out who it is to go first. The referee clears it up. And so Amelia, Williamson and Belle Wardle tied on the 16th. So they're going to be coming, it's a fair chance they're going to be coming up 18 very soon, but let's stick around here for now. And another fantastic shot by Annabell Fuller there. She's really put the pressure on. It's going to be Kirsten to go now. But I'd say it's a good shot, very good shot by Kirsten as well. Both onto the green. So definitely advantage Kirsten Rudgeley now. All she needs to do is halve this hole and she will be in a spot at the English Amateur Final tomorrow. Still work to do though. The clouds suddenly start to come over now. I think hopefully we might just avoid the rain. Just got a little bit confused there because I just looked at the giant scoreboard next to me and I think it had the wrong score on. Yeah, that's definitely not right. Got a bit of confusion here because the leaderboard says Annabell Fuller's up, but that's... It's coming round, and I think she's made it. Unbelievable. So, wow. A huge roar from the galleries here. Kirsten is definitely one up, isn't she? It's just that's right. Okay, yeah. They've changed it. So incredible stuff, drama of the highest order. We go back to 1 for a playoff. Only 3 holes ago, Annabell Fuller was 3 down. Now they're all square. Let's go to 1. And let's stick with this group. I do believe Wardle got 1 up. Amelia Williamson did want to watch that. I do apologise. We'll see if we can catch the end of it. Of course, I hope you appreciate it. We've got to catch this, haven't we? Now, this is quite incredible stuff. Annabell Fuller, she was 3 down on 16, and she's won 3 holes in a row, and now we go to a playoff here. This is quite incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Now, sudden death golf here at Moortown. That's safe. It's a little left of the fairway, but it's safe. Right, so we're going to get ourselves down to the first tee now to keep going. I can't believe this is quite something, isn't it? Who would have thought? Annabell Fuller from 3 down stages. They're all square. It's a playoff. Sudden death playoff. Tom Addy there is just walking down to a drink. Right, let's pop the leaderboard up so you can see how things stand. We really thought this game would have been done by now, but some incredible golf by Annabell Fuller has pulled it back. All square, they're tied, we're in a playoff. We're going to make our way down to the first green now. And actually a little bit yesterday, after the quarter-final matches, we were at 16. We caught up with a number of players after they came off and made it through to the quarterfinals, and here's what a number of the players had to say yesterday after the round of 16 matches. Congratulations. How are you feeling about getting through to the next round?
I'm pretty glad, yeah. I mean, it was not very nice weather, so happy to get it over done with.
Where's mine? Where's mine for you? Yeah, it's treacherous conditions, isn't it? I bet you're glad you don't have to play again today.
Yeah, I was just looking at the guys coming around, I was like, oh, I'm thankful that's not me.
Fantastic. What does it mean to get through to the next round for you? It's a big tournament, of course.
Yeah, I mean, of course, with all the match play, it's day by day. You've got to take each round as it comes. And just because you won one round doesn't mean that you suddenly won the tournament. You've still got a couple more rounds to go.
Yeah, you certainly do. Best of luck. Congratulations. How does it feel to get through to the next round?
Good, yeah. Really tough out there today. I mean, just pleased to get it done. Yeah.
Where's your brolly? That's what I'm wondering.
Oh,
it's all the way over there.
It's too late for that, I think.
And look, back tomorrow, of course, let's hope the weather holds up a little bit. It's an impossible question, asking how far you can go, of course, but game in good shape, you're feeling confident?
Yeah, really good. Short game's been really good today, which was key. Obviously, not always hitting greens in these conditions, but managed to get a lot up and down, so feeling pretty good, yeah.
Congratulations. Well done. A little fist pump there as it
Oh.
went in. Well played today in the
Thank you.
toughest of conditions. What has it been like out there?
I think it was just par golf, really. Just who could get it on the green and just two-putt, really. That's all it was. Who was the strongest at the end of the day. So
Got a big smile on your face. How does it? What does it mean to come back tomorrow?
yeah, no, it's awesome. And I got up early, which is definitely the key. Bit
Got
of
up
a slow.
early. How early?
I think I was 3 or 4 up. Well, I was 4 up through the turn, so
Yeah. Okay.
that was definitely a help. So
Yeah. Yeah.
But struggled coming in, but got the job done. So
Certainly in these conditions, it's just staying it, isn't it?
Yeah, correct.
Once you get that lead.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Congratulations. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow. Dina, how you doing? It's good to see you again. Is that the match one then?
Yeah.
I take it because the scoreboard was a little bit late to
Yeah.
update. But congratulations anyway. What's it been like out there? We know it's been treacherous, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough. You kind of just have to plough along. I was 4 down through 6, and
Yeah.
you just have to keep going.
So you were 4 down through 6, but you came back. You
Yeah.
just found a bit of steel, and of course, got to do it all again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Lovely. Davina, go get yourself back to the clubhouse. Get your feet dry. Mine are soaking. And we'll see you tomorrow. Right, welcome back everybody. Yeah, that was a number of the plays after round of 16. We actually caught up with a lot of them at 16. We thought we might be interviewing Kirsten at 16th green, didn't we, as the winner, but not to be. We're in the middle of a play. Annabell Fuller has gone an incredible run from 3 down in the closing stages to all square, winning the 18th to force a playoff. And here we go. It's going to be Annabell on the right. I don't think we quite see her, but we'll all move up shortly. Got a good view of Kirsten from here. And that's Annabell's shot there. You can just see the ball rolling along. Now I can see as well, we do have Belle, Wardle and Amelia Williamson teeing it up on 18 now. And Belle Wardle is 1 up, so if Belle Wardle can halve 18, she will be making tomorrow's final. And it's gone quite a bit further on, but it's well off to the right. So let's get in the buggy and get ourselves up to the green. Let's just pop the leaderboard up onto the screen for you, so you can see how things are getting on as well with Amelia Williamson and Belle Wardle there, marching up the 18th fairway now, and it is advantage to Belle Wardle. She is 1 up. All she needs to do is halve 18 and she'll be booking a spot in the final. However, that's not mean it's a done deal. We've seen that in this match, haven't we? Somehow we've gone to a playoff. Annabell Fuller, she was 3 down at 15, wasn't she? She's pulled it back and we're in the final right now. It is a playoff between Annabell Fuller and Kirsten Rudgeley for a spot in tomorrow's final. It's a sea of people just walking down now. It really is great to see. Get your messages of support in for both of these players. They've put on a wonderful, wonderful show in this semi-final. They really have. Right, let's pop the leaderboard down because we've got the players coming up now. It's going to be Annabell Fuller to go first and play her third shot. It's the par 5 first here at Moortown, the first playoff hole, hole number 19 in this match. Now, if I believe correctly as well, we haven't gone any further than a 20th hole. We've had a couple of 20th holes, but no further than that. So which suggests the playoffs get done quite early. The ball's high up in the air. It's a good line indeed. And it's a wonderful shot by Annabell Fuller. It really, really is. And she's got a big opportunity here. That was her third shot. Now Kirsten will take hers. Could this match be drawing to a close now? And what is happening between Wardle and Amelia Williamson in the match just behind? Wardle was 1 up on 18. They're still on 18. Okay, I think it's a little bit short from Kirsten there. So if I look at it, I think Annabell might have a slight advantage here. Who would have thought that 4 holes ago? And it is short, so for the first time in this match, Annabell Fuller now has a chance to progress to the final. If she makes this putt, she wins. And we've got a rather nuisance plane just flying overhead as I speak. So this is for the match and a place in the final. So Kirsten still has to hold out here though. In it goes. So we move to the second hole now of this sudden death playoff between Kirsten Rudgeley and Annabell Fuller. Now, I've actually got here the finalist, Tom Addy, from a little bit earlier. Tom, rooting for your hometown player, right? And he's on the water as well, good lad.
Lemonade.
Lemonade, top man. Kirsten Rudgeley out the same club as Kirsten, so as Tom Addy, so that could be quite exciting, couldn't it? Right, lads, after you. Oh, that's nice. Oh. Could have got me one. Oh, thanks guys. Cheers. Just dip through. Cheers, boys. Oh, I go this way, you're alright, cheers. Just get out of everyone's way. I think we might get caught in a shower soon as well. So the part 4 second here, and Annabell's gone way left there. That could be in a little bit of danger. It is blowing quite heavily now. The clouds are drawing in, and I think we're not far away from getting quite a heavy shower coming in. Right, we're going to head up to the green here. And I do have some breaking news. Just pop the leaderboard up onto the screen if we can, because I've got some breaking news for you. Belle Wardle has won her match against Amelia Williamson, and she is into tomorrow's Women's English Amateur Championship final. That will be broadcast live. Congratulations to Belle Wardle. Apologies we couldn't really bring you any of that match at all, but how could we not bring you this one, because it is an absolute cracker, isn't it? It really is. It's level, it's a sudden death playoff. It's the 20th hole these two have played against each other now. I can see Annabell Fuller's ball over on the left. See where Kirsten's went though. If anybody did, please let me know. But yeah, let's just offer our congratulations. Belle Wardle in to the final, plays out of Prestbury. 2 up in the end against Amelia Williamson. In the men's bracket, of course, a little bit earlier we saw John Gough. He defeated George Mason 3-2, and of course one of the players following this group, Tom Addy, he defeated Sam Bairstow 2 up to make the final as well. I think we're starting to get a few spits coming down, so it might be brolly time. that. It's over on the right-hand side of the green. In fact, it might even be a little bit long, although it might not be. Shows what I know, because I think there's a round of applause. I guess people who know the course perhaps slightly better than I do, raving about it. But Kirsten, what a drive that was. Look, she's plumb centre of the fairway. Kirsten Rudgeley's second shot at the par 4, second on the 20th hole these two have played. I thought that looked a bit left. What do I know? It's all, it is quite a bit left as well. Let's get ourselves up there. So players marching their way up. So this is the final game out on the course, and it's been an absolute cracker, hasn't it? If you are just tuning in, hello and welcome. Don't go anywhere. It is a sudden death playoff between Kirsten Rudgeley and Annabell Fuller. Annabell Fuller was 3 down at 15. She's pulled it back remarkably. And now it comes down to a playoff. It's a strong putt. It's a good shot, very good shot from there. Now Annabell does have a chance. She's got a wedge in hand. And it's just started to spit with rain. Tell you what, that's run on a bit. It's a very good shot normally, but because of the high pressure stakes, there's work to do here. you have to suggest that Annabell will have to make this putt. And she does. Great stuff. And she takes it, so we move on to 3. So we head on to the 21st hole between these two. Incredible stuff. And by my reckoning, this is now the longest drivers out. The 3rd hole here at Moor Town. It's a par 4. Let's march our way down the fairway. Will this get settled at the 21st hole, or will we carry on to a 22nd? It's quite incredible. This is quite epic, to be honest. It just carries on, and it's fascinating stuff. There you go, Elaine. That one's for you, mate. Right, I'm just getting the buggy and heading down. So all the other semi-final ties have been settled. When will this get settled? Are we going to go to a 22nd hole, or are we going to get the job done now? And the rain is coming. It is raining now. It's not particularly heavy, but it's very light and fine. Well, if you are just tuning in, hello and welcome. What a fascinating day we've had, and what a fascinating match we are in the middle of right now. It has gone to a playoff. It is the semi-final. Annabell Fuller remarkably was 3 down at 15. She pulled it back, and now we are at hole 21 of these two players. It's the third hole of the sudden death playoff, and it is for a space in the Women's English Amateur Championship final tomorrow. That is Annabell Fuller there. And a lovely shot, isn't it? It is a wonderful shot. She's really just put the gas down over the last 7 holes. Make our way to the green, give the noise. I'm just driving the buggy. In fact, I'm going to leave it here. And Women's English Amateur Championship played over 36 holes. We will be live for that tomorrow too. It's going to be an absolute cracker. If you've enjoyed the coverage and want to find out more about England Golf, there is a link in the body of this broadcast. It will take you straight through to the England Golf website. What a shot that is by Annabell. Absolute cracker, it really is. This is actually to win the match now for Kirsten. long putt though. Oh, she's still got a bit of work to do. But I have a feeling we're going to be heading to 4. Fist pump there from Kirsten. There was a bit of pressure, wasn't there, but she dealt with it. Now Annabell's got to put this away. Oh, she's missed. I don't believe it. And it is Kirsten Rudgeley who makes it to the final. It was quite incredible though, wasn't it? It went to 21 holes in total.
Congratulations, good match, well played. Congratulations.
Well, Kirsten, blimey, we've stayed up late for this one, haven't we? But fantastic stuff. How are you feeling? You're in the final.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And the way she came in was awesome. Them 2 putts were just, yeah really good.
Yeah, she pushed you a long, long way. We know the game's never over until it's over now, but I do have to tell you, you've had a lot of love on social media. Everybody back home has been sending a lot of messages in support. Any message for anybody back home?
Oh, thank you everybody, and hopefully we can get the job done tomorrow. But yeah, I haven't even been on my phone, to be honest. I haven't even been on social media, so I try to stay away from it if I can. So
yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
You've
got to come back tomorrow. Better let you get some rest, don't we, really? Yeah, there we go. Congratulations, Kirsten. Right, that rounds out the action. We'll let these guys come through. Sorry, guys. Team Australia, yes. There we go. So Kirsten Rudgeley into the final of the Women's English Amateur Championship. But my word, it went a long, long way. We weren't quite expecting that, were we? But that's what we love about sport. That's what we love about golf. We really do. So it's Belle Wardle versus Kirsten Rudgeley in the Women's English Amateur Championship final tomorrow. It's also going to be John Gough. He's in the final. He's going to be up against Tom Addy in the Men's English Amateur Championship final. It's over 36 holes and it's live tomorrow. Make sure you clear your diary. Don't do anything but tune in to watch this live tomorrow because it's going to be a cracker. I've been your host, Ian Waterhouse, for today. I hope you've really, really enjoyed the coverage. And until tomorrow, drive safely.